Hey everyone, we're currently in downtown Des Moines. I want to demonstrate a little bit more of the full self-driving program. We're going to go back to my house. Once we get on the road, we're going to turn on FSD and we're going to watch the vehicle go. The pedals and the wheels will do all the work. I might do a little, I'm probably going to toggle the wheel a little bit. I'm probably going to wiggle this wheel every so often just to make sure the vehicle knows that I'm here ready to take over at any moment. And if we're on the interstate, I might toggle this switch right here. This will control the speed. It can recognize the speed limit. It'll see the signs. It knows what the speed limit is supposed to be. So like it's 25 miles per hour on the interstate. Right outside of downtown, it's 55, but usually traffic's going 65. So I might toggle up the switch a little bit. There's a possibility I might use the turn signal. The car should be turning into lanes, but if the traffic seems too busy, it's gonna actually ask me for permission to make sure I'm alert and seeing what's going on. So if it does, I'll just hold the switch down and it'll turn on its own. I don't need to touch the wheel. So let's look at our map. We're going to turn on FSD and I'm going to flip the switch and now it's going to go. We're right at the Hilton Hotel. So it's navigating its way out of the parking lot. We'll see what way it takes me. I didn't really look at the map. So you can see it sees the stoplights, it can see the street, it can see the pedestrians right over here. It sees the yellow light, the green light. It's gonna move over to the left lane. Now it sees the yellow light here, it's gonna stop. And you can see it can make out trucks and stuff. You can see the parked vehicles on the road. You might see like street cones and stuff as we're moving. It recognizes the cars pulling up right next to me. That's a big deal. It's got that 360-degree view. Often, people aren't paying attention to what's going on their blind sides. So it wants to move into the left lane. So it goes at its own pace. You can see it's 25 miles per hour over here, but the traffic is actually kind of going faster than usual. So I am actually going to toggle the speed up a little bit. I'm going to bring it to 30 miles per hour. Which is over the speed limit. Alright, we're gonna get on the interstate and I'm probably gonna toggle it up again. Toggle that speed up. So it's kind of confused. Yeah. I'm letting it figure it out on its own. For a second I was confused. I thought I needed to get into that lane, but that would have just taken it back downtown. It wants to stay in this lane. I'm not sure if it knows that these two lanes actually merge, but it got ahead of that vehicle back there. So it's going up to 55. It's going to look for an opportunity to move into this next lane. It's going to slow down a little bit so it can get behind this car. Pretty much, yeah, it's going to be on the interstate for a while. This program is the same program. This is the same computer in this car. It's the same computer they're using in the new Tesla bot they just introduced. So the Tesla bot, they put it together. It was a concept a year ago. and they now have released it. They've showed a demonstration of it walking around, and okay, it actually wants me to confirm the lane change. And the reason I think it was asking me that is because there's a vehicle in this lane that's going kind of fast. Okay, so I just pretty much confirmed it to take the lane. It was asking to move into that lane, but it just wanted me to make sure, you know, I was giving it permission. Notice the motorcyclist appears on the screen. So the computer they're going to use for the Tesla bot, like the Tesla bot isn't like the Boston Dynamics bot. That's the Boston Dynamics bot is like way faster. It can jump, do flips and stuff. But you know, the Tesla bot is still new, and it's using a computer that this car is using. And the software is much like this. It can navigate the world. It can recognize things. It can see the cars, the vehicles, lights and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how this technology is going to be used for a humanoid robot to interact with the world it's in. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, this drive's kind of boring. So I haven't really done any intervention except for toggling the speed limit and confirming the lane changes. It's gonna, and then, you know, of course, then there's the grabbing the wheel. It'll beep and, you know, make noises if you haven't touched the wheel in a while. And this program, it's gotten a lot better. It's still, I mean, there's moments where it'll jerk, it'll be confused about certain things. It'll approach intersections kind of slow, kind of grandma-like, and sometimes it'll creep forward, you know. It really wants to make sure it understands those intersections to see if it can see any cars coming. It'll be cautious. Alright, there's the Amazon truck. It shows the door open. Here's the stop sign. This is probably where it's going to creep forward a little bit. It kind of takes longer than I want it to. And yeah. Yeah, that's about it. We're almost home.
Turn left onto 38th Street. Then your destination will be on the left.
Maybe I'll take longer trips. It's actually super boring to watch on the interstate. Because for the longest time I would take the yeah.
Your destination is on the left.
So yeah, we're pretty much home. This is my home right here. And I'm gonna turn it off. I don't like that because I took over, yeah. And I parked the vehicle. Yeah, maybe I'll take a longer trip. Interstate drives are pretty boring. Not a lot actually happens. It's just mostly the car staying in its lane, going its own speed. Yeah, but that's it. Hope you had a good one.